Hi, freshman, sophomore, and junior families. It's that time of year. It's time to schedule your classes for the 2024-25 school year. So as we prepare, this course description book was sent home today, and I encourage you to look through it, look at your transcript, look at the back, at the planning pages, so that you know the requirements for your class, and ask questions. In the next 2 weeks, your teachers will be meeting with you and letting you know what they recommend for your next year at our school. Please be sure that you ask questions, look at the different courses that we have to offer, and think about what you really want to do with your time at Archbishop Alter High School. We are here to help, and we're so excited to plan the next phase of your journey with you.
Hi, my name is Shannon Brown, and I am one of the 2 guidance counselors here at Alter High School. I work with students' last names A through L, and the other counselor works with students' last name M through Z. I wanted to come alongside the teachers today to discuss a few things about the scheduling process. First, along with your course catalog, you're going to be getting a scheduling sheet, and that scheduling sheet is broken down into 2 semesters. You'll have first semester on top, second semester on the bottom. So you will be taking year-long classes like math and English. Please remember that while they are year-long classes, they are broken down by semester. So you will need to list the class in each semester. There are also elective options that you're going to be choosing. On the back of the scheduling sheet, there is a grid of classes that are only offered certain semesters, so be mindful of that when you're selecting your classes, and to make sure that you're not putting a class first semester that is only offered in the second semester. Also, I want to bring to your attention that when you're scheduling and filling out that sheet, while you may place a class in first semester, it's not a guarantee that that is where it's going to be in your schedule next school year. We do our best to balance the classes, so it's just a placeholder, but it is not a guarantee that because you place something in the first semester, that is when you'll have it next school year. In regards to the course catalog, it is a great tool in this whole process. There's a lot of information in there, everything from the graduation requirements all the way through the various course descriptions for the classes available at Alter. In terms of graduation requirements, on page 9, there is a list of the requirements broken down by discipline. So be mindful that while there are the core subject areas like math and English, science, that there's also elective requirements like art and health and speech. In regards to PE, note that while it says only a half credit is required for graduation, each PE class at Alter is worth only a quarter credit. So you would need to take 2 PE classes to earn or to achieve the requirement for graduation. In regards to that PE requirement, there is an option to waive it. For those students who are involved in an Alter sport, marching band, cheerleading, there is a PE waiver form that is housed in the guidance office. If that is something you would like to do and not take a gym class while you're here, you do need to come to the guidance office to pick up that form after your season is over, and get all the necessary signatures from your coach, the athletic director. You will need to sign it, and a parent needs to sign it. Then that form needs to be brought back to guidance within 6 weeks of your last game or competition. Once you complete 2 full seasons, your PE requirement is waived for graduation. So you only need 2 seasons. So once you get those 2 seasons in, you are good for that requirement. In terms of study halls, I want to also bring to your attention that students are only allowed 1 semester or 1 study hall per semester. And to kind of bring an example, I'm sure the science department will talk about this, but for example, the chemistry class for sophomores has a study hall already built into that class. So you're not allowed to sign up for a study hall in addition to that study hall. And of course, if you have questions, you can come find one of the counselors. In the course catalog, there is also some information about the honors diploma. If that's something that you're interested in, the requirements are listed on page 10. Students are required to meet all but one of the criteria, and it's the student's responsibility to stay on track. But if you have questions or if you need help kind of mapping out your 4 years in terms of your schedule, please reach out to your counselor and we're happy to help you in that process. So with all that being said, I know this process, it comes kind of fast and quick, but I want you to know that after the whole online scheduling process is over, if you've had a change of mind, maybe you've decided that you wanted to take a different class, or maybe you want to change the level of class that you signed up for, you are still able to make schedule changes up until the end of the school year without that schedule change fee. You will just simply need to come to guidance to get a schedule change form and follow the process. But please know that there is no fee with changes up through the end of the school year. We want to make sure that that your schedule is the right fit for you. So please be reassured that there is still time to make any changes as needed. But if you have any questions or need any help with the scheduling process, please reach out to your counselor or reach out to your teachers. They are the best resource if you have questions about placement or perhaps what class you should take next within their discipline. Just know that we're all here to help you if you have any questions. Thank you.
Hi Alternites, I'm excited to talk to you about the offerings of the business department. Mandatory for graduation for the classes of 2026 and 2027 is personal finance, also called financial literacy. You are eligible to take this class starting during your sophomore year here at Alter. For juniors and seniors, as you begin to think about what you want to do after high school, considering how business classes might help you. Do you have a head for numbers? Do you have an investigative side? Then consider taking Accounting 1 and Accounting 2. Are you creative and enjoy understanding why we purchase what we do, or how companies decide what to manufacture and sell to us, or maybe even why they create the advertisements that they do? Then maybe marketing class is just for you. Do you think law is fascinating and want to learn more about it? Then sign up to take business law. Do you own your own business, or you think you want to own your business? We have a class for that as well. Entrepreneurship will help you on your way. Come find out how to grow an idea you have into a productive endeavor. Finally, multimedia is for anyone who loves to work with technology in an ever-changing environment. Want to be the next podcast king or queen? Or you want to be a YouTube star? Maybe even a social media influencer? We will see you in multimedia. If you have any questions, please contact me or Mrs. Miller or Mrs. Connor, and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Schlangen, and I'm here to talk to you about the courses that are offered in the English curriculum. At Alter, you're required to take 4 years of English. Freshman year focuses on an introduction to literature and composition. Sophomore year is world literature. Junior year, American literature. And senior year focuses on British literature. Honors is offered at every level, and we offer AP courses junior and senior year. Please check the prereqs in the course description book for these classes. Seniors also have a choice of electives on top of the required English classes. Please take a look at gender studies, creative writing, and college-bound writing to see if one of these might interest you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to anyone in the English department. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Megan Sears, and today I'm going to talk to you about theater at Alter. As you can see in your handbook, there are many theater classes offered. So if you are looking for a creative break during your day, or to just challenge your creative side, or just to jump out of your shell and try something new, try a theater class here at Alter. We also do 3 productions during the year with the Castle Players, our fall musical, our winter play, and our spring musical. So if you're interested in being on stage or even trying something off-stage, backstage tech crew, join the Castle Players. Please email me with any questions, and I cannot wait to see you in class.
My name is Todd Tucker, and I'm the band director here at Alter High School, as well as the Fine Arts Department Chair. I'm going to talk to you today about some of our courses in the music department, specifically our performance-based classes and non-performance-based classes. First, we'll start with performance. Those are our band classes and our visual ensemble classes, as well as our jazz rock improv. With our band class, this is for brass, woodwind, percussion, as well as strings, piano, bass, guitar. Those are full-year courses. In the fall, this class is coupled with our marching band. In the spring, it's coupled with our concert ensembles, so concert band, jazz ensemble, percussion ensemble, pep band, lots of opportunities. Our visual ensemble meets in the fall and the spring, so Course 1 and Course 2. It's also known as our color guard. In the fall, that class is coupled with the marching band, and in the spring, they split apart and they compete and perform on their own. The color guard or visual ensemble class involves choreography, modern dance, movement, as well as training on equipment like flags, saber, and rifle. There's no experience needed to join that class at all. Next, I want to tell you about the fall band class and the visual ensemble class in the fall. It should be noted that those classes, if you take 2 years of marching band, can be your equivalent for your gym credit. So you can see your counselor about how to incorporate that. Our jazz rock improv class, another performance class, does require that you already play an instrument. Music reading skills are required. They will get better, but it's nice to have a basis going into that class. Students learn the skill of reading chord changes, creating and improvising music and melodies, and all instruments are welcome to that class. That's a 1-semester class. Our non-performance-based classes are our Music Appreciation and History class and our Music Technology 1 and 2 class. Music Appreciation and History is a 1-semester course. It's designed for musicians, non-musicians, music enthusiasts. We study the world of music and all of its elements through history and cultures around the world. It's a really fun class. Our Music Technology 1 and 2 class, they're both semester classes. They do not have to be taken in 1 year. You can take them in separate years, but the first class does need to precede the second. Each course is 1 semester. We study music through technology by creating, editing, recording, producing audio projects, all from our laptop computers. There's absolutely no music experience that is needed to join that class. All you need to know is how to turn on your computer. If you have any questions about the music department or fine arts in general, again, my name is Todd Tucker. Feel free to reach out to me and how you can get involved in our performance classes or any of our fine arts classes at Alter High School. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Jecker, and I'm a dance teacher here at Alter High School alongside Mrs. Megan Sears. In order to graduate from Alter, students need 1 art credit. There are many opportunities for students to get this art credit, including the opportunity through dance. Here at Alter, we offer classes in ballet, tap, jazz, and contemporary. For these classes, no previous dance experience is needed, but do know that when students arrive, we expect to see them physically active and moving. We hope to see you in the dance studio next year.
Hello, Alter artists. Welcome back. In this presentation here, we're going to talk a little bit about what advanced courses you can take here at Alter. So first and foremost, we have all the options of Art 1 through 4. For each one of those, make sure you check the prerequisites of what those classes are. So for Art 2, the prerequisite would be Art 1, for instance. On top of those Art 4 classes, we have a class that is called AP 2D Art and Design, as well as Portfolio A and B. What those classes are advanced versions of Art 4 and advanced versions that allow you to create an independent study that allows you to broaden your horizons for college, for instance. We also offer options such as Ceramics 2, 3, and 4, which are the same prerequisites as before. So in order to take Ceramics 2, you'd have to take Ceramics 1, and so forth. Those options can also be bridged upon through AP as well in the future, and also 2D, 3D, Portfolio A and B apply to ceramics as well. We also offer options such as digital photography, architecture, and also art history. Some of those classes have prerequisites as well, so please make sure you check those. The one that I'd really like to discuss is the digital photography prerequisite is Art 1, so make sure you check that. And also for 2D Portfolio A, make sure you have 4 semesters of any art class, and Art 3 is usually encouraged before you take that. So I hope to see you here at Alter next year, and go Knights.
I'm Kathy Regal. I'm one of the math teachers here at Alter. To schedule your math classes next year, you'll need to speak with your current math teacher this year. They will help and advise you on what classes to take next year. Parents, if you have any questions regarding that, please email your student's current teacher. Traditionally here, most students take Algebra 1, Geometry, and then Algebra 2, which leaves for the rising seniors many different math choices ranging in different levels. So we have selected math topics, we have pre-calculus, we have statistics, we have Calc AB, and also offer Calc BC. Obviously, Calc BC is only for students that have already completed Calc AB. When you're deciding on which course to take, you should obviously talk to your teacher and see what they think. You should also think about your possible college major and what you're thinking about doing and which one of those classes would benefit you the most when you get to the college level for whatever degree you're going to pursue. So obviously think about those things, talk with your parents, talk with your teachers, and if you have questions, contact your current teacher. You can always email me questions too. The second thing I'm here to talk to you about is Alter's yearbook class. I am the teacher of that class. Students in that class are responsible for creating the entire yearbook. So they choose the theme, the colors, the fonts. They pick the pictures that go in. They take the pictures that go in. It is quite the large responsibility and undertaking. It is a class that meets every day. In the class, you'll learn how to use the yearbook's DSLR cameras. You will learn how to use Photoshop. We will create ads. You'll edit some of the pictures with Photoshop. And we use an online design tool for actually creating the yearbook. Requirements for the class: it is a full year class and you are required to take the full year class. It is an elective credit, which is pass-fail. You are required to sell 4 to 6 business ads to local businesses. We will talk about that during class. Some of that is done outside of class time because you can't always contact the businesses during class time. You will also sometimes need to attend sporting events or school activities to take pictures for the yearbook, and that would be outside of class time. Most of the rest of the book is done in class. The designing of the pages and all of that is done during class. The other thing, which is awesome, is that you can take this class for more than 1 year. So if you have extra room in your schedule, you can take the yearbook class your sophomore, junior, and senior year, or senior year. If you do decide to take it as a sophomore or a junior, when you become a leader, when you become a senior, that makes you a leader in the class, which is kind of a cool thing. There is an application process for the yearbook because the class is limited to 20 students. It's also offered only once a day, so sometimes there are schedule conflicts that can't be worked out, so that would eliminate you from the class. But there is a application that you need to fill out. So that will be emailed to the student's email along with a letter explaining about the class. The application has to be signed by your parent, acknowledging that you have to sell the business ads as a requirement of the class. I will email the application form soon. It will have the deadline on it. If you have any questions, you can always email me or stop by my room in 206. Because the yearbook is such a large task and such an important piece of history for Alter High School, I am looking for responsible, hardworking, motivated, dedicated, and creative students. I hope you decide to take yearbook class.
Hi, I'm Michelle Popp, and I teach the Chef 1 and 2 classes. They are elective junior and senior year. They're each a semester class. In Chef 1, we start off with simple things like omelets. We learn chef terminology, we learn chef utensils, and then we get harder where by the end of the semester, each student is making their own apple pie from scratch. And they also have a project requirement for that. It is a 5-course family meal project that they make with a partner and videotape the whole thing. I also teach Chef 2. Chef 2 is a second semester class. It is more in depth. We make ravioli from scratch where we make the dough and we make the filling and we make the sauce. And we make creme brulee and play with creme brulee torches. And it's a lot harder in that students have to come up with the recipes themselves many times and write a grocery list and execute a lot of it with little help.
Hi, I'm Alex Schuster, Social Studies Department Chair here at Alter High School. I'm here to talk to you today about your social studies options for your sophomore, junior, and senior year. First, starting with the sophomore year. 10th graders all take government their sophomore year. Now, there's 3 options of government courses to take. That is college prep government, honors government, or AP government. Students that took honors world history during their freshman year typically have the option to either continue on the honors track and take honors government their sophomore year, or depending on their interest and performance in the world history course, they can take AP government their sophomore year. This is somewhat based on recommendation from the teacher and as well as student interest, like I mentioned before. Typically, students do not make a jump 2 levels. In other words, rarely do you see a student jump from the college prep world history course to the AP course in government sophomore year, but we do sometimes have students move from, say, the college prep government or college prep history course as freshmen to the honors course as sophomores. Junior year, your options begin to diversify a little bit. In social studies, all students, all juniors are required to take U.S. history. Again, just like the sophomore year, there's 3 levels available. There's college prep U.S. history, honors U.S. history, and AP U.S. history. The same rules apply for the sophomore course. Typically, students, again, do not jump 2 levels from one course to another. Sometimes students move around from maybe AP to honors or honors to AP or college prep to honors or something like that the junior year. But pretty much the rules the junior year apply the same as they do the sophomore year. U.S. history, the course content itself is a little bit different. While the honors U.S. history and college prep U.S. history courses cover roughly the United States from the Civil War up to the present, AP U.S. history is an accelerated course that covers a much broader time range of information, dating all the way back to the earliest peoples and Columbus arrival in the New World, all the way up through modern themes such as, in recent years, 9/11, recent presidencies, even the COVID-19 pandemic, if time permits. Juniors also have the opportunity to begin taking electives their junior year. The electives available for juniors include U.S. Society and Culture, which is a study of American popular culture from roughly World War II to the present, or economics, which, as the title would suggest, is a course that studies and looks at American economics. Those electives are also available and are much more commonly taken by students during their senior year. There is no required social studies senior year, but a lot of students do choose to take one of those 2 electives or psychology. We have 2 psychology options available at Alter. There's Psychology and Personal Growth, which is a college preparatory class, and there's AP Psychology. which is a little bit more accelerated and a little bit deeper look into the basic principles and ideas of psychology, which includes a little bit more of a science base to it, and other information that is necessary to cover to prepare students for the AP exam that they would take in May. That about does it. Like I said, there's no required social studies the senior year, but many students do choose to take psychology or one of the other electives, semester electives, in U.S. Society, Culture, and Economics. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you in class this fall.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Helt, and I am the head of the science department. If you are going to be a sophomore for the 2024-25 school year, you have three options when it comes to science. You have the ability to take honors chemistry, college prep chemistry, known as Chemistry B, or physical science. Your current biology teacher should talk to you about which level is best for you. Please remember that if you take either honors chemistry or Chemistry B, you will have a built-in study hall next year, because one time a week you will be staying longer in class for a lab period. If your student's going to take physical science next year, you will not have a built-in study hall. So if your student wants to have a study hall, you will need a plan for that and sign up for it on your student's class sheet. If you're going to be a junior or senior for the 2024-25 school year, remember that the state of Ohio requires you to have 3 years of science in order to graduate, and you are allowed to take any of the electives listed in the course selection book as long as you've met the prerequisites. Sciences are divided up into two categories: life sciences and physical sciences. So your life science electives are AP Bio. We have two levels of anatomy and physiology. You have honors anatomy and physiology and applied anatomy and physiology, environmental science, invertebrate zoology, and then we have our nurses aid certification course. On the physical science side, you have two chemistries you can choose from: AP chemistry and honors organic chemistry with biological topics. We have 3 levels of physics: advanced honors physics, and physics. We have 2 engineering courses, honors principles of engineering and digital electronics. And then we have earth science 2, astronomy, and finally computer science. If you or your student has any questions about any of the sciences, feel free to reach out and email me and ask your questions. Thank you.
I am Michelle Pop, and I am one of the science teachers at Alter High School, and I teach a class called Digital Electronics. It is only for seniors. We learn to solder fun things like this. We do breadboarding, we build circuits, and it has a math requirement of taking at least Math 202, and then you could take digital electronics. It's an honors class.
Hi, my name is Heather Dunn, and I am going to talk about the elective in theology called Theology of Ministry. So the Theology of Ministry class is a year-long class for seniors only. And we kind of, in the class, we dive into a lot of the ideas and some of the theories and theologies of ministry. We read a variety of books that talk about how to minister. And really the other big part of the class is that you actually get to practice that ministry. And so you get to be involved in planning all the things ministerially at Alter High School. So whether it be God Squads or our masses or the Holy Thursday prayer service, it's really an opportunity to both learn about what it means to be in ministry and how to be a servant leader, but also you get an opportunity to take those ideas and on all the things we learn about and actually put them into practice by doing ministry as well. So if you are interested in that, we would love to have you sign up for the Theology of Ministry class.
Hello, hola, bonjour. I am Frau Morris, the German teacher here at Alter, and I am representing the World Language Department. We offer French, German, and Spanish levels 1 through 5, and with 4 and 5 being honors classes. We encourage students to take a language while here at Alter. It is especially important for colleges and universities to see students taking a language for as long as possible to better prepare themselves for admission to colleges. To receive an honors diploma, students need to take 3 years of one language or 2 years of one language and 2 years of another language. For example, you could take 2 years of Spanish and 2 years of German. So why take a language at Alter High School? Learning a language enhances your listening skills, sharpens your memory, and provides you with wonderful cultural experiences. And also you will be making new friends and having a lot of fun. There are amazing opportunities for world language students in the future, with jobs in global business, technology, government, and medicine. For questions, please see Madame Newman for French, Senora Morris and Senorita Hoffman for Spanish, and me for Morris for German. Adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen.
We just shared a ton of information with you about the courses offered at Alter High School, which is why you have this video to refer to as often as you need. In homeroom today, you received your course catalog and course selection sheet, which will also help you. Over the course of the next week and a half, your teachers will be meeting with you individually to discuss which classes you should take next year. I also encourage you to meet with your family to discuss your class choices as well as your electives. Think about what you want to do beyond the walls of Alter High School. And please remember, we are here to help you every step of the way. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. God bless, and go Knights.